Hello everyone and welcome to another game I played on Ptcgo. For this match I'm playing Emboar and Rayquaza. Since someone requested it and I've been meaning to play it for quite a bit. As we see, I'm going to start off with a mulligan, and then on my next draw I get a Rayquaza and a Tepig. I'm going to lead off with Rayquaza and bench that Tepig. I'm not sure what my opponent's playing, but I don't know, RayBoar doesn't really do all that well. Just because, I mean, it can't really match what Electric was able to do. It was just faster. But now I see that my opponent leads off with a Suicune and looks like a Squirtle on the bench and a Vanillite. So I'm not hopeful because I'm facing a fire type. I'm facing a water type deck and running several fire types. So here I'm going to attach a Floatstone, bench a Spiritomb. I do get play a Juniper and I get a Reshiram. I'm going to attach to Spiritomb. I use it here as a draw supporter since I don't have Beach. And I'm going to bench a second Rayquaza and use Hex Mirror, and that makes me lets me draw as many cards as my opponent has in his hand. So I shuffled in and drew 5. So my opponent here is going to play Silent. And if he doesn't play all those energies, I can just Hex Mirror for that many more cards. But if he does have a Blastoise Rare Candy combo or something, then I won't be able to do that. We see an Ultra Ball. I suspect this will be for Blastoise, but it's actually for War Turtle. So now his hand size is down to 4. So in order to copy it, I'm actually going to attach a Fire Energy to Reshiram. I will play N, so his hand size is back up to 6 in case I want to copy. I place a Reshiram on the bench, and here I'm just going to once again Hex Mirror and draw 6 cards. So it's a great way to use with N early on in the game to just draw cards and try to set up as quickly as possible. So my opponent puts down a Keldeo. That again is scaring me. He's going to play a Tool Scapper, getting rid of my Floatstone, and he does bench a second Suicune. He already has 2 energies on his active Suicune, so he may be able to start attacking soon. But we're going to see a Skyla here. Maybe he's going to go for a Heavy Ball or an Ultra Ball and get that Blastoise out. We see a Ultra Ball for, I'm willing to bet here, a Blastoise, and that's exactly it. So he's playing a Blastoise variant that's a little bit different. Normally not seen, you don't see it played with Vanillite or Vanillish, that line, and Suicune. So here I'm just going to attach and play an N. I get an Ultra Ball off that N, and I do have Rare Candy in hand, so I will toss Fire Energy, or I actually end up tossing a Fire Energy and a Tepig. Maybe not the best play there, but I do play Superior Energy Retrieval. And I go for an Emboar, and with that I'm officially set up, but I still don't have any energy in hand, so I will Hex Mirror here. And I draw into 2 energies, but quite a few supporters, so hopefully next turn I'll be able to start attacking. So my opponent here is attaching to Keldeo on the bench. He's attaching, he's already attached 2 energies. If he gets a third, he can just rush in and knock out my Spiritomb. It looks like he does. So looks like my opponent will take the early prize lead, and he's going to play an N. So that actually takes away the energy I wanted. I did want that Fire Energy in hand, and I don't have it anymore, and I only have, I think, 1 energy in my discard, if that. So here my opponent actually doesn't rush in with Keldeo. He's going to hit me with his active for 70, so that puts me 10 short of the knockout. And I managed to get a Chorus, so with that I do get enough energy to attack with just about anything on my side of the field. So I'm actually going to attach a Floatstone to Rayquaza, or to Emboar I believe, in case he's able to lure it into the active spot. And here I'm contemplating playing Escape Rope and trying to take out something on his side of the field. Suicune is something that will be annoying because I can't hit him with Rayquaza. So he sends up his other Suicune, and I'm going to send up Reshiram because I know I can get the knockout here by just using his second attack. And Blue Flare will do 120, and I'll get the knockout. and it puts 2 energy in my discard pile, which is actually good for me because I do have a superior energy retrieval in case I need those energies back right now. But my opponent is going to send up Keldeo here. He'll be able to Secret Sword here for the knockout, and then some, since I am weak to water. But first we see a Silent come into play, so I'm not sure what he's powering up here. His Suicune is powered up, and his Keldeo, so maybe he will attach more energy to Keldeo. But it actually looks like he's choosing to power up Blastoise, which is an interesting choice here. I think maybe attaching more to Keldeo might have been a better play, but he's going to Secret Sword for the knockout, and I'm going to send up Emboar just because it has free retreat thanks to that Floatstone. I get another Rayquaza. I will bench it, and I can attach that lightning energy. Here I will Inferno Fandango to attach energy onto one of my bench Rayquazas. I will Superior Energy Retrieval, discarding a Ptcgo and a Rare Candy. Get 4 of those fire energies back, so with this I can Inferno Fandango and get ready to attack this turn. So with this type of energy acceleration and combination with Superior Energy Retrieval, you just aim to get a Superior Energy Retrieval every single turn so you can just take back-to-back-to-back knockouts. So here I actually partially powered up a second Rayquaza, and here I'm going to Dragon Burst, discarding all the fire energy to do 180 damage and take 2 prizes. So now I have the lead, but my opponent is going to send up Suicune, so I cannot attack it, but I do manage to get another Superior Energy Retrieval. So I can switch into Reshiram and knock Suicune out with that. So my opponent is going to play a Skyla. I'm not sure what card he's aiming to get here. He goes for a Tool Scrapper. So he's trying to stop me from having a free retreat. And he just hits me for 70. So here I actually end up getting a perfect card here. Get a Fire Energy. We'll, I think, attach it to my active just so I can pay the retreat costs here. And send that fire energy into the discard pile as well so I can get it back with Superior Energy Retrieval. And it looks like I'm doing just that. I'll send up Reshiram into the active, play Superior Energy Retrieval, discarding Ptcgo and N. And once again I'm going to get 4 fire energies back. I will attach 3 of them onto my Reshiram. So I will be able to Blue Flare here for the knockout. But more importantly, I can also power up add another energy onto my Rayquaza, so now I can knock out anything he puts down that has 180 HP or less. So now he's going to send up Blastoise. He will be able to get a return knockout here. And here I essentially have the game. He has to be able to power up Keldeo quickly enough before losing Blastoise, but he sent it up into the active, and it doesn't look like he drew the necessary energy off of the N he just played. So he's able to knock out Reshiram, but I'm going to send up Rayquaza. Here I'm going to Floatstone onto my Reshiram, and Inferno Fandango once again to a Rayquaza on the bench, but my active one will Dragon Burst for the knockout. And now my opponent, essentially, if he sends up a Keldeo, it might buy him a turn, but he doesn't. He sends up Vanillish. He attaches an energy onto it, plays a Juniper. He doesn't have any way to accelerate energy anymore. We see a Squirtle hit the bench. He hits me for 20, and here all I need to do is retreat. And I send up Rayquaza, and I'm going to Dragon Burst for the win. So thank you guys for watching. I definitely didn't expect to win this due to type disadvantage, but hey, what do you know?